Hey, how's it going, everyone? It is Boomy here with episode one of an extremely hard rebuild, as we're going to be using the Kansas City Knights. But there may be a twist. Just give me one moment. The other team will be the St. Louis Spirits, as well as the other team will be because we need 32 teams to be even. But they also have the same twist as we do. For our twist is we do not get NBA players, same as them, and we do not get draft picks. No draft picks. All of it's done by recruiting. And they have it's complete like it's gonna be recruiting at the beginning of every season. Like you guys can add prospects in for the Discord. Simple as that. The first player that we're gonna go over is Cole Blondie and Colin Blondie. Two pairs of a pair of twins, but there might be another one. Foreshadowing? Yes, it is. There's this triplet. They're triplets. Um, Colin Blondie's the best shooter out of the three of Blondies. Then there's Gary Jr., who's another good shooter. We're going to be playing a lot of shooting basketball. Try shooting as many threes as possible, even though not all of them will go in. Tyler Jack, who is a slightly undersized power forward, so he mainly will be probably moving to the three eventually, as he's only 6'7". Then our player that is going to be like our top guy is Henry Alexander, 23 years old, 7'1", out of Florida State. He is gonna be here for 3 years. Casey Puckett's our sixth man. He's a really good all-around player, kind of. He's going to be mostly like a scorer off the bench with some defensive upside. With a good amount of badges as well, which is a good thing for us. Then there's Oscar Edwards, who is going to be another great shooter off the bench for us. This team is built around scoring completely. And I mean completely, it's built around scoring. Then there's Garrison Barons, our project player. He will be a guy that we're going to have around for 3 years, which is the maximum time we can have him around. And he is only 20 years old. He cannot shoot, well, worth his life. If he was trusted with one shot and he had to make it or else he dies, he is dead. Bobby Brown is our kind of like wild card player on the team. Then there's Cameron Blondie, the last Blondie triplet, as he is the big man of the group. He is 6'11", while his brothers Cole and Colin are both shorter than him at 6'9" and 6'7", respectively. He is going to be like our backup big, basically, because our next one is Nate Hughes, who is our backup center to Harry Alexander, though he's not going to get many minutes off the bench. Then there's just the bench warmers in AJ Carroll, Gage Gardner, Patrick Matheson, and the fiercest McCollum. For our coaching stuff is gonna be, hang on, Midnight Playbook with 70 call plays and the other stuff shown there. This is me mostly just choosing which playbook I was gonna use. I could probably cut that out, anyways. But there's gonna be we're gonna be using the Midnight Playbook, and we'll be in the game shortly. I don't. Oh yeah, we're gonna go over roster next as well, as soon as this is over. There we go. No wait. There we go. For on the fly lineups, it's going to be just these with hang on, with Casey Puckett off as our short shooting guard for it. I had to remember who I put there, as this is our 3-point lineup, which will go in as if we need like a last minute shot or last second shot in the fourth quarter in the clutch, where we'll just put them in and hope that they make it. But it'll be probably even smaller lineup than this. I would probably just be putting all of our shooters on and hope someone gets open. For system proficiency, we would be going as perimeter centric, and as I don't think I show that. And now let's get into the game as we're playing the Utah Jazz. For their starting line as Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Rudy Gobert up the center, and Rudy Gay as the power forward, I believe. Oh wait, no, I think it's Royce O'Neal. My mistake. Yeah, Royce O'Neal. Over to Donovan Mitchell for the first possession of the game. Back over to Rudy. Over to Bogdanovich. Now it's over to Donovan Mitchell, who takes a nice floater and it's in. Now a few possessions later, it's Gary Jr. now with the ball. That's Cole Blondie, and he scores the easy play. Gary Jr. now with the ball. He's backing down. He is backing down. And he makes the shot. Harry Alexander with the screen, and Cole Blondie just blows right by the defender and Rudy Gobert. And now that's a splat. Sorry, that's my best smooth impression from Mike Conley. That's the first 3 of the game. As now we're on offense. We tried jacking up our own 3 from Gary Jr., but he misses the shot. This is currently on Superstar, but I would eventually, I'm going to be slowly adjusting the sliders as I think it should be. As that's a nice block by Harry Alexander. Now it's going to be Gary Jr. pushing the floor. Over to Cole Blondie. Cole Blondie backing down. What's his name? Mike Conley. Mike Conley getting back down by Cole Blondie, and he clanks it off the back rim. And now that's Colin Blondie guarding Donovan Mitchell, as Donovan Mitchell would miss the shot. Cole Blondie all the way. Nope, he's going to pass it out. Tyler Jack breaks it as well. Now Cole Blondie. I think that's Cole Blondie. No, yeah, that's Cole. No, that's... I don't know. Yeah, that's Colin Blondie. Sorry about that. I'm getting confused with them. Donovan Mitchell would splash a 3 there. I believe it was a 3. No, I might be mistaken though. And now that's Jordan Clarkson, who's off the bench now, who has hit a 3. Casey Puckett now in the game, as Harry Alexander gets another block. And he gets another block. That's 2 in 1 possession with the snatch. Gary Jr. pushing the tempo. He misses, and it's turned over. Rudy Gay now with the ball. And that would be just wide open free space for Jordan Clarkson. Now approaching the 7-minute 30 mark in the second quarter, as Gage Garner has made the easy layup. Who's usually just a bench warmer, but he's made a shot this game. Good way to start your Kansas City Knights career off. As now Oscar Edwards, who's usually known as the shooter of this team, dunks it down. Over to now Garrison Barons, who is then has Oscar Edwards screen Joe Ingles. That's Colin Blondie with the ball. And he hits the 3 as our first 3 of the, I believe the first 3 of the franchise.
2 minutes.
Over to back down. Oh, and Colin Blondie has. Oh wait, yeah, Colin Blondie shot it, but oh wait, no, that's Cameron Blondie. Sorry, my mistake. As that's Oscar Edwards with the contested splash. As now Donovan Mitchell would say, if you can do that, I can do better. As we're looking at halftime stats, we're shooting a 41% field goal percentage, while the Utah Jazz are shooting a 50%. 20 rebounds to 18, 10 assists to 8 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 1 block, and 4 blocks respectively, with Gary Jr. leading the way with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for the Kansas City Knights, and Donovan Mitchell leading the way for the Jazz with 16, 1 and 1. Oscar Edwards shoots it. Oh, you thought he was gonna make that, didn't you? Nope, he misses it. As Donovan Mitchell nearly turns it over, as Royce O'Neal takes a bad shot. Casey Puckett pushing the floor, as that one's picked off by Mike Conley. And as Mike Conley makes a nice layup, spin layup. And now, good shot by Oscar Edwards, but Gary Jr. put it out of bounds. Oscar Edwards looking for a shot. He had Rudy on it, so he was in ISO. But Gary Jr. would then get the ball after the pass to Cameron Blondie, I believe that was. And now Oscar Edwards. Now that one's not a dead ball. It's a live ball, and it's in. And Oscar Edwards now is starting to heat up as he's made 2 straight shots as he has just flashed a 3. Switch, and that's Jordan Clarkson with the 3 as well to respond. Harry Alexander backing down Hassan Whiteside as he would get the nice post moves by Harry Alexander. And now that's Colin Blondie with the 3. Gary Jr. is guarding the inbound with who's Rudy Gobert. Oh wait, no, it's Gary Jr. Oh wait, no, that's not. Whoops, my mistake. That's Royce O'Neal, I believe. And now that's Joe Ingles with the wide open 3. Oscar Edwards with the ball now. Over to, I believe that's Cole Blondie. Yeah, that's Cole Blondie with the easy 2. Nearing 1 minute left in the 4th quarter. Harry Alexander backing down Rudy Gobert, and he makes the easy shot. Now, Mike Conley would just dribble out the ball for the remaining 10 seconds, as this game would be over as an 8-point loss for the Kansas City Knights. This game was a good game for the Kansas City Knights, though. It showed a lot of effort, a lot of good defense, and a lot of promise with this team. Like, this team was really, really good for their first game, and not being actually being probably a college team going against NBA players. It was quite good. As now we're looking through the stats, as we had 4 players over 10, and we had with Harry Alexander, Colin Blondie, Oscar Edwards, and I believe that was, I forget the last one. I wasn't paying attention long enough. Anyways, Casey Puckett shot 0 for 7 and 0 for 4 from the field. As we're just looking through quarter stats right now. Donovan Mitchell had 27. Oh yes, Gary Jr. had 14 for us. Donovan Mitchell had 27, 2 and 3 on 11 for 24 field goal and 2 for 4 3-point. And now that's going to wrap up this video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace out.